reality has been created by the people that came before us. The most powerful force on the planet, after Mother Earth, is human intention. So it's not about being realistic versus being idealistic. It's simply about what do you intend and how committed are you to that?
Me. We. Me. We. Me.
Voices in my head.
Two voices in my head.
One is mad and the other is sad.
One is mad and the other is sad.
I got two voices in my head.
Two voices in my head.
One is sadder than the other. One says me, the other says we. One says me. One goes get it, get it, get it, get it, go get what you want. Take it, take it, take it, take it, just take what you want. The other goes.
For me, this music documentary is about our deep longing to belong, reconnecting with others, nature, and ultimately ourselves. A concert that offers an opportunity for the choir singers to engage as citizens rather than consumers, as they give nature a voice, a place at the table for us and future generations. What does the choir singers themselves say about this?
Hyvä, että saatiin onnistumaan kaikki tässä.
Joo, ihan mahtavaa.
Okei, no niin, kiva.
Joo, moi.
Kiitti, moi.
Hei hei.
Hei, luoppas toi viesti.
Why is that important? So that we don't tie ourselves to the trees and all of that.
Well, I'm not like laughing for those people. That's also necessary, but this project is not about that. I think it's very important that we go through the positive energy, because honestly, I think that creates more action.
Yeah, and I am sure you're right.
And I think there is many people like complaining, and there's good reason, and that's like a good thing. But why don't we celebrate the solutions and focus to that?
Yeah.
It's like solution-focused therapy in music actions.
Yeah, and there are so many solutions. I've been part of the movement for 10 years, and I've spoken with so many people, and I've been part of. For me, in the beginning, it was a big learning process because I come from the music. And then to hang out with these with lawyers and politicians and environmental smart people. Ecocide is a powerful idea in itself.
So I asked the trees how they came to be. They whispered, "We are rooted in the ground. We hold your memory." So I asked all the animals how they came to be. They sang a full and clear reply, "We are your ancestry."
You're celebrating. Jotain gruppohakki.
Yes, primaali.
Combination so very.
I'm so proud of us, and I'm
Yeah.
so happy about
This is so
Okay, now we are on our way to the Parliament House.
But that's where it's going to happen. It's a beautiful round hall. It takes 1,700 people in, and we have a full house. Best things happen in sauna in Finland. So
Lake.
we went to sauna last September.
Last August.
Last August. My friend got this idea that let's make a huge concert in Finland. And after a while, we made a video greeting for Peter and announced that we have booked Musiikkitalo now, and we took it for our own costs.
Yeah.
How much was that?
15,500 euros. What we do here is kind of expanding out of the country. Okay, that's the biggest one. I can find the original video. We have this sauna hats on our hat, like.
Hey Peter, you're missing out. You should be here because we are having sauna hattus and swimming in the
Beautiful river.
Shout river.
Niin. Let's shout.
Your water's blue from the blue sky. My water's blue from the chemical dye. You get cheese made cheap in China. I got poison in my eye. So I sing to you, my brightest dream. Sing to you, sing to you, my brightest dream. Your Canadian tongue, soft blue jeans, live indelible marks on rivers and streams. Prophets roar and drown out the people. Hear our song is tender.
We are in the parliament. This is so exciting. Look, guests. And there is a workshop about the law with Jojo Mehta and specialists. And we get to say also about our project of supporting Ecocide law.
Krista Mikkonen, Jojo Mehta, Pertti Sallan.
Used to be a foreign minister of Finland and funded there. This is a secret. This meeting would never have happened unless we organized this awesome concert in Helsinki, because that was why Jojo Mehta came to Finland, and that was why this meeting and workshop in Parliament was possible to be organized. And we want to spread this message to parliaments and for the people in power. This is our dream, that through artistic action also these parliament discussions can happen. And so this is it.
And we prove here that singing is an efficient way to vaikuttaa. Influence.
All the rules say
Climate crisis and loss of biodiversity are the biggest problems we have as humankind. If we don't use all of the tools we have on our hands, we cannot say that we are succeeding as humankind. So we definitely need to make Ecocide an international law. We need to make it today, or actually yesterday already.
If there's a true north in how we communicate, it's thinking about the audience that's in front of us and what is the tool, what is the positive aspect of around Ecocide law that will land in this place. So it's always positive. We never treat it as a fight because it's inevitable, it's coming anyway. So it's a question of welcoming people into a conversation that is already in progress and already has a destination. Was that good?
Yeah, you could be sort of General Secretary of Ecocide law or anything.
Yeah. Rhythm, Carl.
Because that was Mertz's vision from the beginning, that it would be a whole concert program where each piece served a specific role.
Nature, warnings, anger, bargaining, plans, hope to finish it. And so this concert has been drawn up in a sort of similar curve. You've got an emotional curve that goes through it. And this is getting towards the bottom of the curve emotionally.
We don't know where the tipping point is.
At the opening, you've got the quiet, but a little bit ominous, where someone speaks over it.
If the Amazon becomes impossible to save, will we blame it on the axe that cut down the last tree? Or the man who swung the axe? Or the boss who gave the order? Or the people who brought the products and drove the profits? Or the laws that encouraged the corporations to make a profit at all costs? Or the governments that didn't make any rules to stop them?
Looking at the state of the world and getting angry about it and deciding to do something, or at least deciding that something must be done, not maybe knowing what to do yet at this point.
And the music that turns out from that, what kind of notes do you... Is it sort of dark and sort of slow and hostile, or...?
Yeah, so dark and pounding. Another bit that drives this is a sort of bass line that goes bum ba ba bam ba da dum ba da dum ba da dum ba da dum ba da dum. I think the most difficult part is communicating the words, because it's very easy as a composer to get carried away, and here what we really needed was something that got the message across to the audience. The words have to be the main thing. The music is only what drives the words in this case.
Well, the way we work at Stop Ecocide International is we work on kind of two levels. So the top level is a kind of a diplomatic level, legal level, often behind closed doors. But the broader aspect, which is the awareness raising and the fostering of a conversation within society, it's very important that that is as cross-sector as possible. And the cultural aspect is super important because it means that, you know, those who are engaging in entertainment, in art, in all those different cultural pursuits may come from all different walks of life. And so you bring that topic into that area and you never know who you're going to reach. It's very exciting, actually, to find that connectivity that emerges through those cultural connections. And this is probably the biggest example of a cultural, you know, a drop in the cultural lake that's going to have ripples.
You're
working?
We are still working. Yeah.
What are you working with now?
With these kutsuvieraslippua. Invitations.
Yeah, and
and
I'm doing the list for like task lists and instructions for the volunteers.
You know, like this.
And then there's a 45-minute pause for people to
I can't
do
see
what they
anything.
wish to do. So the general rehearsal will be dress rehearsal already.
It is actually an impulse in the music to which me.
Hello. We. Because this has choreography. We can actually stand up. I think we need that. A little bit of dance for the planet.
And I say, ask not what someone can do for you. Ask what you can do. Somebody ask not. One planet, many voices, one earth.
After sex and breastfeeding, choral singing is the third best stimulator of the happiness hormone, which is oxytocin. So find a choir, listen to one, sing in one.
You're not nervous for anything?
No, I'm not nervous. We have so many great people supporting this project, and we have people who we trust doing sound, and many of the choir conductors who come are our friends, so we know part of the people who come, and we know our tribe. And of course the thing that we went to the parliament yesterday, that was a dream come true, because that's why we have this project, that we can raise the awareness and that we get this discussion on the highest level possible in Finland. That's like, we already won this game in a way. So now we just celebrate.
I had a conversation with Jojo about choirs for Ecocide and what is the importance of that. And she said that doing this, you never know what happens. You never know if there's one person in that crowd or among the singers who will just take the ball and run. You don't know that.
Thinking of that, we have 1,000 singers coming there, and they have already learned about the law proposal because they have studied the music and get to know the project. So that's why they have learned it. They are also very proud of what they are doing. Like, they feel this is important. And it's actually quite healing for a person in this kind of times of where we live in nature and climate. So I don't have to save the whole planet, but I can do this with my friends. So it's huge, and it really makes my heart sing.
Oh, thank you. Very excited about it all. Yeah, it's a lovely venue. I'm really looking forward to hearing everything in it.
I think art, for me personally, it's a kind of many things, but for example, also a vehicle towards my values.
And let us break free. Get it, get it, get it, get it, go get what you want. Two voices.
representing ourselves in this. We are representing the message, the Ecocide law message.
Has it transformed you? Has it changed you in any way?
I'm waiting to be changed tonight, actually.
When I need to shut up and when I need to sing again. But I'm trying to make the markings to my notes.
It's a wonderful chance to meet all the other choirs.
You cannot miss the idea behind the songs.
So many people singing for the same cause. I think this is amazing.
It has brought me closer to these topics, really reading all the text and lyrics and really considering stuff. That is this really happening? And for example, the Rules song is really powerful and tankeväckande, skulle jag säga.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, mind-blowing, yes.
In my work, I want to be forced into a situation where both us and our customers are absolutely required to not do shit things.
It's so important to feel the music and know why we're singing.
I see the changes in weather, I see the changes in nature, I see the small birds disappearing. Although it's not so dramatic yet, it's happening very fast.
Niin mä ajattelin, että kenelle tää menee, mä ajattelin, että higher ground vocals.
Ja muun tekee hirveästi mieli jossain vaiheessa rupee mossaa.
No rupee!
It's like this behind the scenes, this on the stage. What you see on the stage, you see behind the scenes too.
But it's been very difficult.
It's love. First of all, we have never done a cappella before, and we are a gospel choir. We always sing with at least with the pianist or with the band. We jumped on it the second Mertsi called me. If we can help the planet to get better, by singing, what's better?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Let's Change the Rules Choirs for Ecocide Law concert. My name is Mertsi Rajala, and here is my partner in crime, Kirsi Kaunismäki-Suhonen.
It started because Mertsi came to me last year and she said, I know that you're passionate about nature conservation. Do you think you could write an angry song? And I come from a place on the west coast of the US, and just a few years ago, half of my hometown burned down in the fires that happen every summer. There was no way that we could actually put out the fires, so we were just praying for rain. When you wake up for days and days, for months at a time, and walk outside your house, and the sun is bright red, and you are calling your friends to say, is there flames outside of your house? Do we have to go now? And this is your life every year. Your relationship to what's happening to the planet changes very drastically. I had this theme running in the back of my head when I wrote, which is the opening, because it felt like I was trying to capture the smoke pouring into the window of my room in music, where it just slowly sinks in and suddenly you're surrounded by it.
My way out west in California, all the wells are running dry. Can't drink the ashes and the dust. We can't fill our bellies with the sky. No, no, no.
Because it's outrageous that we can not only use our natural world as though we are gods who can create and destroy it without the recognition that it is the thing sustaining us. But then also we so easily sweep aside all of the people who are directly hit by it as though their lives do not matter. And in reality, it affects all of us. It will always affect all of us, and we don't have time. And so when I was writing down the lyrics Look, there's fire on the mountain. I know what it's like to look up into a sky that is black with smoke and see fire coming down at you and know that you are out of time.
In the eyes that gold, we came to make a stand. Our families of futures and placards in hands. We spoke for the earth, we had simple demands. Where the water runs black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. The water runs black and gold. Where the water runs black and water runs black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. The water runs black and gold. With their well-oiled tongues, they say they stand on our side. So green when election time comes. But promises and papers are so quickly denied. If the water turns black with gold, black with gold, black with gold.
All the preaching politicians say they
know what is right.
Hold your peace and hold
Your
your
job
job. It's not for
You to decide. But we can declare and keep smoke, and we can build homes in the mouth of the everything tide. Everything tide.
I see fire on the mountain.
For my piece, it was the part of the story where we as individuals realize that we are part of the problem and also the solution. Even if we are not part of the corporations, we each have individual responsibility in that moment of realization. So that was my moment. And then basically just sing the words, hum or sing, and then you a few times, then you find something that you like. Oh, that's nice. I like that, and then eventually it sort of comes together, sort of organically.
Ecocide means unlawful or wanton acts committed with knowledge that there is a substantial likelihood of severe and either widespread or long-term damage to the environment being caused by those acts.
We need to change everything, and at the same time we don't need to change almost anything. With everything, I mean that we have to change our priority lists and we have to change our values.
I'm tired of you, your negative news, and why do you tell it to me? This
Bullshit should now end. I know you lie, 'cause I know the truth, and it doesn't come from the news.
I just don't want no regulations, 'cause I came here through regulations. Now I have the power, make my truth even louder. It's not your business what I do. I have my bills, I have to work. These are the facts, so back off jerk, so back off jerk. What do we see? Do we see nothing at all?
I wanna see.
We know something's wrong, but no one's getting the call.
One deny it and some reply with, I wanna see you free. Let's reimagine and commit, we wanna see you free. I wanna see you free. I wanna see you free. I wanna see you free. If you wanna free the world and change the way people disappoint, destroy and damage every present day, who will lead the way and tell us what's wrong or right? There's so many out there who give up without a fight. The only one I have to realize is me.
And so if we don't pull together now, we have nothing left. And yet I'm not in any way hopeless about it, because if we can find ways to go to the moon and we can find ways to cure horrible diseases, how can we not come together to make sure that life, our life, but also the lives of all other things living here can be sustained?
It's the thing with feathers that perches in the soul.
The Ecocide law is a fantastic idea, but you have a choice to do something with it or just wait for something to happen automatically. And it's not going to happen automatically. And so this concert is an invitation for you to join the idea and do your thing with it.
Whatever we do, we are bound together. We speak as one, we can change the rules. You take my hand and promise. You take my hand and promise. Fire for the hatred. We got no time.